Hey everyone, and welcome back. If you're anything like I was a few years ago, you're probably deep in the research rabbit hole trying to figure out the best educational path for your kids. Specifically, you might be looking at international school boards like the IB and IGCSE. Today, we are diving into a topic that often gets glossed over, and it's the hidden costs of the IB diploma program. Now, before anyone panics, this isn't about saying the IB is bad. Not at all. It's a fantastic curriculum for many students, but like any other significant investment, it comes with more than just the tuition fees. And honestly, in my experience, these are the things school counselors don't always highlight. So let's pull back the curtain and get real about what you need to consider. All right, so today we are going to tackle four key areas. First, we'll go beyond the obvious tuition fee and talk about some of the direct financial costs that can really add up. Then we'll think about opportunity cost. Now, it's not very intuitive, but what other paths might your child be taking and what are the trade-offs? We'll also explore how the IB might open doors to scholarships and other international opportunities, but then also the nuances involved there. And finally, and perhaps most importantly, we'll discuss the psychological preparation needed for both your child and you as a parent. Now, this last point is something I really wish I had understood better upfront. So stick with me, and by the end of this video, you'll have a much clearer picture of the full investment involved in the IB. Think of the costs of the IB like an iceberg. Now, the tip you see right away is the tuition fee and maybe the initial application fees. But what lies beneath the surface can often be much, much larger are the hidden costs. No, these aren't necessarily bad things. In fact, many of them are integral to the IB experience, but it's crucial to be aware of them. For example, let's take Creativity Activity Service or CAS component, which is fantastic, but it often involves extracurricular activities that come with their own costs. Even the extended essay is a significant undertaking and might require resources like mentors or specific materials. Internal assessments can sometimes involve travel for research or maybe specialized equipment. And let's not forget potential exam retakes, hopefully not, but retake fees um, are often significant costs associated with the university applications, especially for international universities. These can include transcript fees, application portal fees, and even costs for essay editing. It's these less obvious expenses that can sometimes catch parents off guard. Now, to really illustrate this, let's look at a comparison. Now, on the left, you have the typical direct costs you'll see upfront. On the right, we have some of the potential hidden monetary costs you might encounter over the years in the IB diploma program. Now, the actual costs will vary greatly depending on your child's choices and, of course, the specific school. But you can see how these seemingly smaller expenses can add up significantly over time. For example, if your child is passionate about a particular sport or music, the costs associated with that as part of their CAS can be considerable. Now, similarly, if they need extra support for their extended essay or decide to apply to multiple international universities, the costs hidden can become quite substantial. Now, again, this isn't meant to scare you, but rather to encourage you to have open conversations with the school and your child about potential expenses, that go beyond the obvious tuition fees. Beyond the direct financial costs, we also need to consider the opportunity cost. And again, this might not be very intuitive. Yeah. The IB diploma program is incredibly rigorous and demands a significant time commitment from students. Now, this isn't a bad thing in itself. It fosters the discipline and hard work. But it's worth asking, what else could your child be doing with that time? Now, could they be focusing more deeply on specific subjects they are truly passionate about? Perhaps dedicating more time to developing unique skills like coding or graphic design. Um, for students aiming for highly competitive exams, the broad nature of the IB might mean less dedicated time for that specific preparation. Now, it really comes down to understanding your child's individual strengths, interests, and in some ways, future aspirations. Is the broad and balanced approach of the IB the absolute best fit? Or might a curriculum with a more specialized focus be more beneficial in the long run? Now, this is a deeply personal question. And again, there's no right or wrong answer, but it's crucial to consider. Now, let's talk about the potential rewards. Yeah. Now, the IB is undeniably a globally recognized qualification, and that can certainly be a significant advantage when applying to universities internationally. However, the picture regarding scholarships is a bit more nuanced. Now, while the IB is highly regarded, you might find that dedicated IB scholarships are less common than general academic or merit-based scholarships that are open to students from various other curricula. Now, the truth is, the best curriculum for securing scholarships really depends on the specific university and their individual criteria. Where the IB truly shines, of course, is in its holistic approach. The CAS component, the extended essay, and the overall emphasis on critical thinking and research can significantly strengthen your child's overall university application, making them a more well-rounded and a compelling candidate. So while it might not directly translate to specific IB-only scholarships, the skills and experiences gained can certainly increase their chances of success in the competitive university application process. Finally, and this is something I feel incredibly passionate about because I experienced it firsthand with my own kids, is the psychological preparation required for the IB. Now, the academic rigor is undeniable. It demands strong time management skills, the ability to think critically, and a degree of independent learning, really. Now, this can be a significant adjustment for some students, and the workload and pressure can sometimes be challenging. Therefore, emotional resilience is absolutely crucial. As parents, being aware of this and providing consistent emotional support is paramount. It also means that as parents, we need to understand the IB curriculum ourselves so we can offer meaningful support and guidance. And perhaps most importantly, fostering open and honest communication with your child about their stress levels, their challenges, and their overall well-being is an investment that will pay dividends throughout their IB journey. So this aspect of preparation is often overlooked, but it's absolutely vital for your child's success and happiness. As always, just to mention, this video provides general information only, not endorsements of specific boards. And curriculum details, costs, and policies may change over time. So please conduct your own research before making decisions. As I'm sharing my personal perspectives and experiences. Also, I do not represent any organization, nor, of course, do I guarantee any outcomes. So there you have it, a look at some of the hidden costs of the IB diploma program that you might not hear about from school counselors. Again, this isn't to say that the IB isn't a fantastic option for many students, but making an informed decision means understanding the full picture, both the exciting opportunities and the potential investments involved, financial, academic, and emotional. But before we wrap up, I wanted to give you a sneak peek into what we'll be discussing in our next video. Now, if you found this discussion helpful, in our next video, we are going to delve even deeper into the psychological aspect of the IB. We'll be exploring the crucial role of emotional intelligence in the academic growth, and we'll share some practical strategies for how you, as parents, can best support your child through their IB journey, including some important considerations around mental health. Make sure you stay tuned for that. It's going to be a really insightful discussion. Thanks for watching today, and I'll see you in the next video.